Hello and welcome everybody, my name is Kavalech, and what in the world is Lost in Random, the Eternal Die? Had to keep that there, just sounds nice. Yes, so I have been looking forward to showing off this game. It's been out about a week. This is the demo version, and I keep going on and on and on about demos and how fantastic they are for the industry and for games in general. So I thought, why not show you some of the demo, let you see what the game is like, tell you some bits and bobs about it, and let you come to a conclusion, possibly even try it yourself. I would highly recommend it. So we're going into this one already knowing that I recommend this game. Just putting it out there. Let's have a little look at the options menu while we talk. Now, so this is a roguelike type game, similar to things like Hades and stuff like that, but we'll flesh that out more as we go. So, separate audio sliders, which you know I always love, although they balance it nicely here, so I don't need to mess with it. But I say that because it's isometric kind of gameplay, and so, you know, you don't expect too much in terms of options here, although rewindable keys, always nice. We have some lovely stuff going on here as well. We've got some options for your minimap sizes and your sensitivities and aim assists and all the rest. So there's some nice little options here. Display is just brightness, to be honest, not really needed. And then languages, which, you know, is whatever. Let's jump into it and have a look. You'll see as we get in here, but I would explain the art style, and actually I believe the developers named this themselves as well as Burton-esque, so, you know, Tim Burton, if you know the movies Nightmare Before Christmas or Coraline, that type of thing. Although, was he Coraline? I believe he was. But Nightmare Before Christmas anyway, 100%. That type of visual flair, if you will. Now, I do have a save data. I had another one actually that I deleted, and actually I'm going to delete this one as well. Why? I don't know. But we're going to start a new game just to show off kind of everything in this. 2 difficulty modes. You know my thoughts about difficulty in games. Look, I just played on normal, and it seems incredibly well balanced. It's nice there that the easy mode is there for people who may struggle with it. Do I think it's necessary? Maybe. I do like the fact that it's not really changing the actual difficulty, more that it's making you just more forgivable each time that you die. But anyway, let's jump into normal and listen to some of the rather charming voice acting and see some of the nice visuals too.
Once upon a time, in the wonderful kingdom of Random, everyone lived happily, in order and in prosperity. This was all thanks to the great Queen Alexandra, who fairly wielded the power of the ancient black dye. But this black dye was an ally of many faces.
Oh, as most dice tend to be.
Betrayal followed, and the kingdom soon fell like pieces on a board.
As you can see, the art style is really crisp and clean. I really like it, and I love. It almost feels like that, like Nightmare Before Christmas or something. It's like something that you could see being handcrafted.
The reunited pair challenged the
So
evil
it's very interesting.
But the odds were not in their favor. And our heroes found themselves dragged into the twisted realms of the black dye.
Oh my. Now, what's interesting about this game is that there was a game in 2021, Lost in Random, and this is a sequel. But what's interesting about it is that, like that, you just saw that intro there, and this is obviously the demo, so there's probably more of an intro in the main game, but from what I can gather...
Are you okay?
Now, and I've played the original, but from what I can gather, you can pretty much play through this and not be too lost. Now, obviously, I would recommend playing the first game. I think it was a very underrated gem. I didn't have a channel at the time, so unfortunately... Look how adorable Fortune is, by the way. He's so adorable.
Of course, I'm Alexander.
I didn't get to to kind of show it off. Not that I make a huge amount of difference, but
weaker too. For how long have we
it's
been
definitely an underrated gem.
Never mind.
Now, one thing that's interesting about this game is that the original Lost in Random was a very different type of game with a very different combat system and gameplay structure. It was very unique, actually. It was completely its own kind of thing. And it was a lot heavier on the story focus, but we'll talk about that more as we kind of get through this game here and talk about some of the negatives, because there are some negatives I find with this. It's not too many negatives, but there are certain things that I'm not a huge fan of. One thing I am a huge fan of, though, how smooth it is. It controls so nicely, and then also just that the art style. It's one of these games I think that'll last a long time in terms of just how interesting it is.
Alexandra.
That is such a clever name, by the way.
At last.
Great voice acting too. But Mare the Nightmare.
Who are you?
Very clever.
After all I've
Very,
done
very
for
clever
you,
game. Very clever.
Well, I am Mare the Night, the body of the black die, the one you blame for losing everything.
Oh my.
Then stop playing around and face my vengeance.
As I said, fantastic voice acting.
Play, Alexandra, for I have prepared a game just for you.
Alright, so, if you've played the original, you'll know kind of what's happening here, but this game does a good job of kind of explaining it as you go anyway. You know? Again, I would recommend playing the original, but here we are. If you want to just jump in with this one, you perfectly can.
Queen enters the board.
Oh, the voice acting. Oh, it's so good. So, as I said, this is kind of like a roguelike-y game. Ooh, the Spear of Time. That sounds interesting. Equip engine cards to unleash their magical powers. Yes. I'll explain that as I go.
Let's play some cards.
Very much Hades-like, but also has its own fun little twists. And I think, personally, I liked Hades. Hades is obviously a phenomenal game. You can't really get through this without talking about it, because it is a heavy comparison. But the thing is that I think this game does enough to differentiate, one, and two, I also think it has some interesting little systems of its own that I really quite like. And one of them we will talk about now. So you'll get these relics at the end of not every room, but most rooms. And in this game, you can get ones with different colours on them. As you can see there, blue, green, and orange, amber, one of them. And they all do different things. So earn 100 coins spent. Every 100 coins spent heals for 15. That's kind of shit, not gonna lie. Upon rolling a 1 or a 5, which we'll talk about the rolling of the dice, that's a huge mechanic in this game. Conscious Poison Cloud, that's pretty good. Weapon hits deal 10 extra damage. I mean, that overall just sounds very good. Or, of course, you can just get money. But we're going to go with this, and we're going to pop it in the middle. Now, so you can see this is opening up this kind of board. So the idea is that if I can get 2 more reds and put them either above and below or diagonally, it will unlock an extra bonus, which will be down in the bottom right there. You can see the different things: weapons, cards, dice, conjurations, and luck. And to boost weapon, that basically you could just get boosts to everything, and it becomes like an extra little system that I quite like. It's not 100% necessary, but it becomes a fun little game of, oh, but I can boost my weapon if I get this and put it in this position, and it just adds another layer, which I quite like. Now, the dice, because obviously this is Lost in Random, and this is, you know, a whole thing about random things like this. So as you can see, we can throw our little buddy Fortune. We can aim him as like this as well, and throw him, and every time he lands, he's landing on a different number. Now you can get abilities that we'll talk about the fast travel in a bit. You can get different abilities that, like, say I land on a 4. Okay, so I've landed on an even number, that might trigger an ability. But hitting an enemy with him, the higher the number, the more damage you'll do, and I really quite like that. It's an interesting little system, and it gives you a little ranged option as well. at all times, which is rather nice. Ooh, let's not get hit by any traps here. That'd be rather nice. Ooh, fuck. So you can see there, I was able to just launch that at him and do 30 damage. Coins or health? Well, I have full health, so we'll go with the coins. Gold. So you can kind of already see what way this game is going. Now, some of the systems, as I said, are really kind of, I like anyway. So, like for instance, your special abilities. So my card that I picked up, which does really cool, by the way. I like its ability. Its whole stopping time for an enemy, which you can synergize with other things as well, and we'll talk about that as we go. But it's not only that, because it actually does two different things. And we can see what that is now in a moment after I get some pips. Let me have a look here. No, wrong button. It would be this one, yeah. So the Spear of Time hurls a devastating spear, then inflicts time stop. It does 30 damage on its own, but if I do a perfect card attack, it explodes on impact and damages multiple foes. How do you do that? Well, what's that about? Well, it did say it. I obviously skipped through it a little quickly, but no, that's the dice throw attack. Silly me. Cards. So you hold triangle to do your card attack. But if you release it at the exact time during the flash, you'll get a perfect card attack. So it adds that element of timing in as well, which I really like. And then obviously they have different charges depending on the card you get and stuff like that, which is pretty cool as well. It's just simple little things that I really like about it. And as I was saying earlier on, sorry, I never finished that thought process fully. I like Hades a lot. It's a really, 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 really fucking good game. You cannot deny that. It is a seminal masterpiece, as some people would say. Ow, I just got hit. How dare you? Oh, you see, I did a load of damage there with my 5 dice. But in ways, I actually would recommend this game first if you were going to play a game like this, because this game is really, really fun to get into really quickly. It has a really interesting story. I know Hades does too, but there's just something about this game that just clicks, at least for me anyway, a lot faster. Now, these pearls, you basically give you a free color match, and then it also boosts whatever you get if you break it in the process. So we'll pop that in the corner there. So if we get another red, we can get our boost and show what that looks like. Hopefully we will. I'd say we will, in fairness. Don't forget to break all the pots, by the way, because you'll get money. Yes. So you're probably looking and thinking, yeah, this is all very so-so. But I promise you, and this is why I think demos are so important. I promise you, but if you try this game, or if you even just like what you see here, or if you liked Hades, you will absolutely love this game. Let's get some more money, fuck it, because we might be able to get something good in the shop. Why not? You will absolutely really love this game. And if you have been thinking about getting into games like Hades, but you weren't too sure, speaking of the shop, I couldn't recommend this game more. It's really fucking good.
Well, if it isn't a
Oi, oi, oi!
customer and a dice wielder at that. Did I win the old raffle or something?
I tell you what, I think you might have, Manny Checks. Again, just so charming. So charming.
Black die?
Not any merchant. Manny Checks, the best trader around if you ask me. Also the only one, to be fair.
The only one.
Never knew I'd cherish Monopoly this much. I tell ya, makes saving up for that big pension a whole lot easier. Anyway.
What you having? So let's have a look. So pearl, you can get all the different type of things. We may as well buy a relic coffer because we have enough money. Now, so we have a surprise visit crowbar. What's that? Weapon attacks do 50 against the spawn and a revolving astral crowbar. It's pretty good actually. Carrying fortune grants spawn running has a chance to struggle with it. To be honest, it's the best, and it's going to upgrade us as well. So, so now you can see now we've gotten 50% extra damage. Very nice. And we can try and get some purple ones here to upgrade our conjuring as well. Why not? Pearls are mainly used for color matching and break when harnessed. Relics grant use passive powers and do not break when harnessed. Yes, well, I know that. It's rather self-explanatory, really. That's rather nice. Let's go this way first. Why not? We're getting some choices in our directions. Oh, this was just a free relic. You can put them on top of each other. They will destroy them, but they won't get rid of the bonus. Interesting. In case you don't like the bonus or you want to change something new. Increase the chance to multicast. That could be interesting. Yeah, why not? Let's get that. And we'll pop it here. Why not? And we just need one more pink one. Yeah, so it's not that I'd call it like baby's first Hades, because to be honest, Hades was kind of like baby's first roller of stars. Brings forth ancient bouncing isohedron. Isohedrons. There's something you don't hear all the time. I'm actually going to get this because they stun. I've had this on a previous run.
It's in the cards.
And they're actually really good. Also, I love all the artwork on the cards. Look amazing. And also, if you notice there, you don't lose the card. So you get to you can actually pick it up. You can try it because you get a buff in this thingy. And it recharge your thingy, so you can actually try it out and do it. So there, you can see there. So if I just throw it out, it does one on its own. But if I hit that perfectly, you get 3 of them. And trust me, they're gonna do some fucking work. I really like these ones. We'll open that. I don't actually know why I did, because to be honest, I don't need to. But anyway. But yeah, I like that. Again, it's just these little things that just make it all, I think anyway, really worth it. Really, really worth it, and really cohesive and really good. Now, we've just been getting battle rooms, which is actually unusual, to be honest. But there are other types of rooms, which you can get some good stuff in now. For instance, you can get a room with, with just traps, which obviously means that you can get some good fucking stuff going, because you can just avoid the traps easily. We need one more pink, don't we? And that's just a thingy, so we can just go bop and see. There we go. We've increased our conjuration. Now, I've probably put that in a bad spot, to be honest. In fact, I have put that in a bad spot, but sure, look, I wasn't really thinking. But it shows what I kind of mean when I say, oh, there's a lot more depth to it than, you know, this normal kind of game. It gets hectic, and this is only the demo, so I can only imagine the actual game getting even more hectic as it went. But it feels so good, and this is just the standard sword, because there are actually multiple weapons in this game. Now, in the demo, I haven't been able to try any, but no, I don't have any of these, but we could put one somewhere where there might be enough room to get a thingy. If we got a blue one, maybe, yeah, put it there, just in case. We might be able to boost that up there. Now, unlike a lot of these games, by the way, as well, it is highly encouraged for you to clear the whole map. Some games are like that, where they encourage you to clear the whole map, but this game really does, because it also has a map that you can teleport around. So you can really kind of... Oh, I'm glad I picked that up now, because it was helpful now. You can really kind of explore everywhere, which is nice. And then, even just little things like that, like having a healing in a pot or something. I know it's, again, it's something that you see in games like this sometimes, but there's just something about the way that this game does it that just feels it's not too easy. It's not like patronizingly easy or anything, but it just feels a little bit more forgiving, you know? And I feel rewarded for looking around and just playing the game. I don't feel like it's out to kill me and punish me. It wants to tell me an interesting story, as well as be, you know, somewhat difficult. Now this should be easy enough. Whoop, and then there we go. See? There's a trap room there for you. And actually, this has worked out well. Being above increases all damage dealt by 30%. That's actually pretty good. I'm going to do that, and it actually can be done by 3 different things. So I'm actually going to put it here because we can maybe do some stuff with that. Very interesting. Very interesting. That'd be one you'd love to get for the middle, but unfortunately, it wasn't the case. Now these guys have shields, which is not good for me, but we shall endeavour nonetheless. Oh, nice fucking shot. Nice. Now hold on. Now, as you notice there, your little dice comes back to you normally, but if you're in a room like this, you have to manually pick them up. Just adds that little bit of extra, I suppose, something for you to think about, really. Rather than making it too simplistic for you, darlings. We don't want to make it too easy for you. Now, we've actually made it to the end of this floor rather easily, which, that's rather nice. Obviously, this being a roguelike, if you die at any time, well, we'll see as we either complete this or die. Hopefully complete this, because then I'll look like a badass if I can finish, but let's be honest, that probably won't happen. Sometimes you get health up here, which would have been nice to finish off our little healthy bits, but no, it wasn't to be. Now,
We have visitors.
I love these two.
Sweet Princess Natalia, is it? It must have been decades.
Oh, decades!
Are you blind? Natalia is dead. This is Alexandra, the wretched girl who threw our dead and dry bones into the black dye.
Oh.
5th cousins Dublé. Pestering my childhood wasn't enough. I hoped I had seen the last of you. Well, Mayor the Knight recognized our true worth, and now you are the unwelcome guest in our castle. Unfortunately, this little adventure ends now.
What I like as well is that there are multiple lines for that. So if we died and came back here, obviously, there would be a different line from them. Which I think is just a nice little touch. I am getting absolutely fucking destroyed here, apparently. Jesus Christ. Let's not do that again, please. Unfortunately, not doing great with the old attacks here. Oh, come on. Okay. Wow, I'm not going to win here because apparently I am the worst at this game. Avoid you. Yes, thank you very much.
Change things up.
Okay, we're going to change things up. Okay, I don't think we're going to win, unfortunately, but it was worth a shot nonetheless. Ow! Ow! Okay, I am apparently the actual worst at this. Jesus Christ.
Tragic, tasteful.
Fuck. That was embarrassing almost. My god. But anyway, it gets to show what happens when you die, and in this demo, actually, this will happen either way. It doesn't matter if you win or lose. So,
What in random?
there is that.
We're not dead, Fortune.
So, this is inevitable either way. And I just wanted to make sure I showed it to you. No, I'm kidding. I just apparently sucked. So, we've now landed down here in the discard. Who's this nice fellow?
A dice wielder. Oh, luck has finally turned. I'm Chance. Welcome to the Sanctuary.
Sanctuary? Everything went dark and then we fell into a pile of junk.
Yes, death is not final here. It is but one of Mare's evil ways to imprison us and harvest our misery. But in you, I see hope. You can break us free from Mare's daunting grasp.
If defeating Mare is what it takes to destroy the Black Dye, then...
It is. Hurry, find me at the mysterious portal.
The mysterious portal. Also, his kind of stop-motion-y way that he moves, I find charming. Yeah, so as you can see, you get interesting characters as well.
A castle drawbridge.
Drawbridge must be a way to lower it.
What's a wardrobe doing here?
There's a wardrobe. Oh. We could talk about all that. Actually, probably now. Can I see them yet? I'm not sure if I can, actually. Hold on. No, I don't believe I can yet, but... Oh, I'll get it now in a moment.
The size
I
of
can
this
show you all that.
porn.
Robot porn, eh? And this is where we get kind of the Hades real inspiration. So obviously a lot of roguelikes have a thing where once you die, that's it, you start again. It's true for this game as well. Once you die, you start again, but much like Hades or Rogue's Legacy or games like that.
There's something about this fountain.
Those statues. There is a way which starts with just this guy, but there will be more as you continue, to get some permanent bonuses, which is always nice.
Wonderful smell. Oh, my child.
Oh, my child. I love fortune.
Armor? Impossible. I ended you. You and your sisters.
Oh
And yet, here we
my.
are, feeding Mare.
Anyway,
Blessings.
let's skip through this so I can show you. So, blessings. Basically, these are permanent upgrades. So they cost the blue things. I believe they're called. Actually, I can't remember what they're called now. But pips. Is that what they were called? We've been picking them up anyway as we went along. But you basically can get these upgrades, which are rather nice. Hitting foes with fortune grants energy shards. So that's just ways to get faster abilities. You know, my abilities that I used on the cards, either by killing enemies or by hitting them with fortune, so the dice attack. Increasing my attack overall against bosses or normal enemies. I think maybe, yeah, I think maybe some extra damage against bosses might be nice. Increasing the max health granted by the Shard of Vitality. No, I think just max health in general sounds good to me. And we'll get 2 of them, why not? Cool. So now we have extra health.
Your power grow. While we restore you, you must rescue my diceling children. They're alone.
Okay. We got some cinder, which we can't use yet, but
Dust have
keep an eye out for some of them. Pip dust, that's what it's called, yes.
Ah, you look ready? Enter Mare's dark games here, but beware, these challenges are rigged, and no 2 visits are alike. Rooms twist and turn.
Random rules.
This journal might provide some sense of order along the way. Now, if anyone can defeat Mare and lead us out of this nightmare, it is you. Best of luck, Dice Wielder.
Best of luck, Dice Wielder. Very nice. I love his little stop-motion-y design. It's really cool. The character designs are so charming, as is the world. But it was the same in the first Lost in Random game, which is why it's unusual that they went for this isometric kind of view, because it doesn't show off as much as it did in the original. But anyway, this is our journal, which obviously tells you a bit of everything. You can, yeah, you find everything, all the information, and you get more information if you do certain little quests and things like that, which is always nice. As you can see here, there are 4 weapons. At the moment we only have 1, but we can hopefully get, if we get through another run, we can get the information about some of them. Different costumes, always like different costumes, that's always fun. You get information about all these. Basically, yeah, you can see what it is. It's a journal that tells you about everything. But I really like it. It's a nice layout. It gives you kind of an idea so that when you do your next run, you can really kind of say, right, I need to get, or I don't need to get because it's random, but I'd like to get this, this, or this, or you know what kind of would go together. And as you can see, there seems to be an absolute fucking ton of items, but not too much. Not a huge amount, but a nice amount that I think suits the game. You know, keeping in mind as well, I'll say it again at the end as I always do, but this game is an extreme budget game. It is only €24.99 or your regional equivalent, so it's €24.99.
Armor's blessings are working.
Hey, there we go. €24.99. Like, so it's a budget game, but it doesn't feel like a budget game. Also, look at that card. Look, it's so charming. Actually, I haven't used this one before. This sounds interesting. You know, I think the deluxe edition, which gets you an extra costume, is only €28. So, like, you're getting a good amount of game here. And what I really like about this game, and this is before I start talking about any negative things, what I really like about this game is, oh, that's a really good move. What I really like about this game is the kind of the way it feels, just so perfectly made for just picking up, having a run, 1 or 2, and then, you know, moving on to the next kind of one, or game, or coming back the next day or something. This sounds really good, actually, because if we can do that, we can get some burn going on. So it really is a game that you could sit down and binge for hours, I'm sure, and complete it all really quickly. Or you could enjoy just popping it on when you came home, doing a run or two, and then, you know, putting it down for the day, if you don't have a lot of time. So it's a game that really respects your time, which I like. Ow, bastard. Fuck you, he hit me twice. Ooh, that wasn't a great roll. And it's funny, because for somebody like me who isn't actually a big fan of randomness, I actually really like this game. I really do. I like the random dice roll throw thing. It adds a bit of fun randomness, and this is the thing, it doesn't seem bullshit. It seems fun, and it adds to the flavour of the game. What is this room? It's very big. Okay, let's get some of this going. See that? So it actually stopped him as well, which was rather good. I can't do it yet. I haven't even been doing any charged attacks, actually, which is very bold of me, but here we are. Enemies can also be hit by traps, by the way, just in case you were wondering. They can indeed get hit by traps, which is rather nice. As too many of these games rely on things like this, but don't actually let enemies get hit. So it's nice to have that. Let's do a colour match. Bam. Now, I did say that this game does have some negatives. To be honest, there's not a huge amount, because overall it's a very charming and easy to play game. Actually, let's have a little chat to this man before I go into the negatives. This is the... well, we'll chat to him first. Rack. What a name.
Wait, a masked adventurer and a living, breathing die?
It speaks? Impossible. What are you, one of Mayor's minions?
No, the former Geddon brought me here. He broke me, discarded me. Please, Rakdos wants to be whole again.
Whole
You'll
again?
bring foes and misfortune straight to us. Promise to...
Silence it is! Just find the body and attack.
Basically, bring him back. It's, again, like a lot of these games, bring him back to the main base and we shall unlock the, well, weapons actually, but we'll see. There's more to just, it's not just unlocking new weapons. There's actually quite a nice little system there, which I shall show you when we get back. If we get back, we should get back. I'd say we will. Ooh, some nice damage.
There's ancient magic in these.
There's ancient magic in these. Now, see, this is where we haven't got any of these, but I'm going to put a red one down here, just in case we can get some more going. Now, negatives. So, for some people, they don't like the fact that daggers are poisoned. No, I'm okay. No, I don't want to do poison daggers. I like what we have at the moment. Some people don't like the fact that it's a complete change. Like, this game is not at all like the original was. The original was a kind of action-adventure-ish kind of game, but it had its own kind of style of combat where it was like action combat with some turn-based-y... Not turn-based, no, that's not right. Maybe some tactical elements, I suppose you'd call it. Basically, you would build up a little reserve with your dice, so you'd have to shoot things or shoot enemies to build up points, and then you would have cards that you would use then as like magic powers. It's difficult to kind of explain like this, because to be honest, I'd have to show you the actual game. But basically, all you need to know is that it had a very unique kind of system. And so a lot of people take umbrage with the fact that this game no longer has it. One. And two, that, ooh, fuck, nice dodge. That this game is a lot more focused on the combat than the first one was, which is not a problem. Like, people don't mind that it's focused on gameplay a lot more, because that's obviously fun. Nice to have good gameplay. But what people don't like is the fact that... oh, fuck, I didn't realize it was an AoE. What people don't like is the fact that this game is completely less about the story than the original was. You know? Which, for some people, that's fine. They don't want that type of thing. And there is a big story here. There is still a story here. I'm going to get some health back because I lost a lot of health there. There is still a story here, don't get me wrong, and it seems to be a very intriguing story. I like the lore. I want to know what happens. I want to know everything about it, really. I really, really like the premise of this game, and I really like where it's going and what it's doing. But, that being said, we'll try and get a little bit more money together.
Say, this version of the old cat.
You visited
Is
the
it a
castle
ruddy
where I grew
knockoff?
up?
Oh, long.
Anyway, getting some lore there, as you can see. Yeah, so as you can see there, we are getting some lore. There is lore in this game, but it's just when you have a sequel to a game and you depart so much. Now, I will say that they are almost kind of saying that this is more of a side game than an actual full-blown sequel. That is what the developers are saying. More than, oh, the sequel to Lost in Random. They're saying like the side game, if you will, or the spin-off. But when you have a game that, it's not that it didn't work. It worked very well. Anybody who played Lost in Random liked it, or if they had any problems with it, it was only little minor ones that could have been fixed up with the sequel. But with this game, so we can get we can actually just do this, I think. Yeah, bam, cool, nice. With this game, they've gone so radically different with the gameplay style and even the way they're telling the story that it feels like they've just thrown. Oh, rescue a diceling, sweet. Aw, there we go, we saved one. It seems so radically different that I think people who were fans of the first one are saying that this is a good game and they like it, but they're a little bit kind of bent out of shape that it's not like the original. I personally quite like this, so I'm not kind of feeling that way, to be honest. But Carrying Fortune has a small chance to spawn a seeking icicle. Running has a chance to strike nearby foes with lightning. That sounds like a better thing, so we'll go with this here. Yeah. But it's a tough one because I mean, what they've done here is a really good game. You know, the only other problem I have with it, to be honest, defeating a burning foe heals for 1. Weapons hit instantly, defeat regular foes with 20% or less health. I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna put it here. Nice. Because to me, I wasn't attached enough to the older game that it's not that I don't care, but I'm not as.
Let's battle in a row, shall we?
Oh, I don't have enough money for you. I'd like to play that game though. That seems like fun. We always like an old game, don't we? Deadly game of chance, if you will. Oh shit. Oh shit. Maybe we should not have done this. Oh dear. Fuck. We are getting destroyed here. So as you can see, yeah, as you can tell, there are There are some times where runs will just fall apart like that, which is a shame. Now, the only other problem I have, sorry, I keep going to say this sometimes when you're trying to concentrate, darlings. My only other problem with this game is that there's a lot of roguelikes at the moment. And while I think this game has a hell of a lot of charm with it, and I would recommend anybody who likes roguelikes to play it, or who wants to get into it to play it, but if you are having roguelike fatigue, and you've played too many of these games, perhaps, I would probably say, play the demo and see what you think, because I don't know if it'll do enough that people will want to play it in that regards. If the art style and the story isn't grabbing you. If the art style and the story is enough, then the gameplay certainly is enough to make you interested and to play a bit and to have fun. As you can see here, they're not in the demo, but there is a bow, a spear, and a big like mace type hammer, which seems to shoot out ice and stuff, which is really cool. But what I do like about this system, just quickly before we talk a little bit more about some of the negatives, which, as I said, there aren't too many, but is these enhancements that you can get. Weapon enhancements, each unlocking unique effects. They can be only activated one at a time. Now, we actually don't have enough, I don't think. Well, we could get this one. Restore health every 12, 10, 8 foes defeated, based on the blessing strength. Okay. But you can get some, like this. You can inflict burn. But if you remember, on the last run, I got an ability that would heal me anytime I killed somebody who was inflicted by burn. There's also one that makes enemies who are burnt explode and make other enemies burn. So you can really kind of, you know, you can bounce abilities off each other and then also use your weapons to basically bounce even more things off of each other, you know, which I think is really interesting. Really interesting. Increases the critical chance of the weapon. No, I'd rather get like something like the burn thing or something. So I'm gonna just wait for now. Thank you very much.
We'll have these weapons up.
Yeah, we'll have these weapons in your hands in no time. Very nice. I brought home your children.
There are more of them.
Yes. Actually, you should just give me some cinder. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Dice wielder.
Yes, that's me. So we can get one of these. Bam! Very nice. Now, you can only have one equip at a time, which is a bit of a shame, but at least we have that now.
Slash and dash, Alex.
Slash dash, oh my. Oh, and then he appears here. That's nice in here. That's cute. But as you can see, I mean, look, this is just the demo. That actually ends when you beat this boss. So, I mean, you've seen all of the demo pretty much, although I would still recommend you going to play it to see how it feels for yourself. I am just a tool in your toolbox, as I always say. I am merely a tool in your toolbox. So go on. Oh, there's another one right there. That's handy. Card of Vengeance. Flings a seeking card that hits the nearest foe. Alright, so, I mean, why not? Fuck it. That seems pretty interesting. That seems very interesting. But there seems to be a nice variety of stuff here. It's... The dodge, by the way, is quite nice. I know you might look at it and think, oh, dodge isn't good. Oh, that's really good, actually, because it homes in. I like that move. I like that move a lot. Oh, yes. I really like that move. Committing kind of a heal. I don't really care about the healing ones. Upon rolling a 4 or 6, seeking tetrahedron always deals a critical hit. Pick up a fortune grants dash a charge of explosion. That inflicts burn. No, I think this sounds good. I'm going to need to use him more. Ah, see? Shot out there. Interesting. So, I mean, look. It's one of these things where, you know, I'm very much showing you this because I think it deserves a spotlight, because it's one of these games that's, you know, it's not getting lost, because lost in random path, but it's not getting lost because there are people looking at this game and enjoying it, you know, and seems to be a community for it. But for me, I didn't see a huge amount about the game, and I've been obviously keeping up to date on everything I can. So it was kind of interesting to me. I was like, this game it's not particularly slipping through the cracks, but I think it's something that I think more people should maybe take a look at, because even if you've not played Hades or anything like that, if it was something that you were slightly interested in, hello, you're new, I haven't met you before. If it was something you were slightly interested in, this is kind of one of the best ways to try it out, because it's a really fucking good game. This is the Rug Reader, and also terrifying looking, but look at that design.
You found me, Alex. Finally.
Yeah, finally.
Excuse me, do I...
Well, not by appearance, no. But we're all connected
Connect to
through
the
the
weave.
Speaking of looks, what in random are you wearing?
Oh, must be something to do with clothes.
Yes, that!
Yeah,
Save
yeah.
you. I'm here to...
Oh, love, revenge is really the best colour.
Oh, love.
Find me in the sanctuary when you return there.
And I'm guessing there'll probably be bonuses and stuff for outfits as well. So, like, there is a lot to this game. There's a lot of layers, there's a lot of things, there's a lot of cute characters. The art design alone, I think, is worthy of discussion and praise. I know you might be looking at this and thinking it's very repetitive, but there is actually more areas to this game. There is, I believe, 3 or 4 biomes. Obviously, I haven't seen past this one because it's not in the demo. But you know, there's a good amount of game here for a not huge amount of cost. Also, I keep not using him. I need to use him more. Thank you. There we go. What did we get? Coins or health? I'm gonna stay topped off. Why not? Fuck it. Yeah, for $24.99. I mean, look, you could buy multiple games for that price, and it would only be the cost of one AAA game, if you will. Or in fact, if they want to get away with what they're trying to get away with nowadays, like with games like The Outer Worlds 2, where it's going to be €80, you know, to be honest, as much as I like The Outer Worlds 1 and I was excited for The Outer Worlds 2, for that price point, I could play a ton more games like this that I think will probably last me longer, and I will enjoy more. I'm just gonna say it. I probably will. So, to be honest, I think potentially this is a better choice for you than something like that. What is this room? Oh, but are they gonna? Okay, right. I see. I see how it is. I see what's happening here. Do I have to kill everything before we die or something? Probably. Oh god, yeah, I think so. Oh god. This is a bit of a nasty room, isn't it? Oh dear. Oh dearie. Quick! Oh no, that wasn't the end. Oh no! This is intimidating. Oh shit! Please be the last one. Oh. Look, my bias up front. I have never actually been a huge fan of these games. I enjoyed Rogue Legacy. And I enjoyed... What other game did I play that I enjoyed like this? Oh god, my brain can't even think right now. But there's been a few games that I've enjoyed like this. I may as well just go with this. Fuck it, why not? Put them in the corner right now. So there has been some roguelike games, but for someone like me, I can see myself like I think I'm definitely going to play the full game of this, because it's so charming, and I love the art style, and oh, another dice sling. I love the art style. I'm interested in the lore. The gameplay is good fun. If I want to do it, I could probably knock it down a difficulty. I probably wouldn't, because it's me and I'm apparently a masochist. But you know, I could if I wanted to, basically. Yeah. You know, am I the best at games like this? No, but that's because I don't play a lot of them, you know. But it's coming with a high recommendation for me to at least check it out. I implore you. You implore me, do you? But I do. I very much think it's one you should check out if you haven't already. And the good thing about it is that, remember I was saying earlier about taking it anywhere? Well, this game is on the Switch. It's on the Xbox, it's on the PlayStation, it's on the PC, it's on anything you goddamn want. So you don't even have an excuse.
Oh, a lesser servant. Thank you for the variation.
I'm gonna die. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting through this room. Oh god, I'm not fucking good enough for this game, clearly. Oh, that wasn't as big of a... Oh, that's a nice evasion by me. Oh, fuck. Leave me alone. Just do a few of these, actually. Yeah, there we go. I love how fucking quiet I've gone here. But it's no slouch. It's no slouch. And I'm sure there's people in that love this genre that might be able to tell you if there's other things that I'm missing out on or anything like that. As I always say, I'm a tool in your toolbox. So, you know. What do we want here? Charge weapons increase. Using a 6, if increased by 100%, that's actually pretty good. Dice throw attack spawn a ghost that applies weak. Oh, that's kind of cute. I'm going to go with this one, though. I'm going to put it here. And then we can hopefully get a thing here. Now, but yeah, I should have put that in the middle. I put that in the wrong place. God damn it. Spirit of Flames, summoning a flame into it. But as you can see, like I'm trying to wrap up this episode, to be honest. But I'm actually just getting so ingratiated in playing the game that I'm finding it difficult to end the episode because I just want to keep playing. I found another diceling, and that felt really good. I'm like, yeah, give me another one. Oh, I found another diceling. Yes. Well, you know, I just feel it gets me going. It does, gets me going. Because it feels, even though I haven't beaten the boss yet, you know, I've only been playing for a certain amount of time, and this is not a fresh save. You can, if you're good enough, you can beat that boss on your first go, by the way. I'm just not, clearly. But you can very much beat them on your first go. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was max health. Well, still helped. But you can very much beat them on your first go. And off you pop on the races to get stronger and stronger and have better runs and do better things. And the more you learn the game, the better it'll be, obviously, and the better you'll be, and the more stuff you'll unlock, and fuck, the less you'll do stupid fucking shit like that, apparently. God fucking damn it. Might as well do this. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, see, if I hadn't have fucking... Oh, God, I'm a dumbass. If I'd have put that here, we could have gotten 3 in a goddamn row. Ugh. God, I'm an idiot. Anyway. This floor is huge, by the way. This is probably one of the biggest layouts I've seen of this. Granted, I've only done a few runs, but it's one of the biggest layouts I've seen. Ah, finally. How do we do this? So, roll the dice, and we'll see what we get. Hup. Oh, we got a 6. Do I get another roll? Let me choose this. Do I get another roll? I do. Hup. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And again. 6. Oh. So actually you probably want to get like a 1, a 1, a 1. Like you probably want to get a little 1. So funny enough, actually you probably want less on that one. But that's just how that works, apparently. I like those little games like that. I like them. Now we can see on the map here where we have and haven't been. So we haven't been down there, so let's go back to the entrance. I like being able to fast travel around too. It's always nice. Again, it's just a cozy little game. Now, if I had health, we could probably win
What's
here.
your step, Fortune?
But I don't, unfortunately. So, oh god! Well, that was actually rather easy, I'm not going to lie. A green one. To be honest... What is this one again? No, let's get money and see if we can get some help. Or something like that. Hello again, darling. Me again. So we may as well finish this run. And then go from there. Why not? While we're here, we still have what? Oh, I've only got like 5 minutes. Well, maybe not, but... We'll try our best. What have we got? We don't have enough for everything. So we'll just get 30% of our health. Now, what I do like is, by the way, which I think is very clever, is that if you notice, the healing is a percentage of your health. Meaning, if you pick up more health pickups, so your health is larger, it's a larger percentage of health that you heal, which is pretty cool. Anyway, I'm going to start wrapping up because we're probably going to run out of time before we finish this. So, what in the world is Lost in Random the Eternal Die? Well, it's a game that released last week on June 17th. This is the demo. You can play it now and have a wonderful time. I disposed of your bones once, now do it again. And it's available for €24.99 or your regional equivalent. And I can't recommend it enough, to be honest, because it's such a charmingly good game. Is it perfect? No, but there's no such thing as a perfect game. We've discussed this before, darlings. But for a game that cheap and cheerful, you're getting... I'm getting killed. Do you know what? Actually, I'll probably just die so that I can... Yeah. Yeah. I'll just die so that I can show you the nice lady back at camp. By the way, they will fight you at the same time as well. It's a very doable fight. I am just apparently the worst game player in the entire fucking universe. I've never said that I'm good at games like this. I'm good at Souls games for some reason once you put them in an isometric perspective. Haven't a fucking clue. I'm kind of curious, just because I don't want to be wrong about this, but I think if we change our clothes, it'll give bonuses. Could be wrong. But we'll have a look. Oh, I like that though. I see it doesn't say because I haven't got any. But it's also nice to be able to change your outfits. There seems to be a lot of outfits too, which is rather nice. Oh, you can change Fortune's look as well. Ooh, very nice. Well, you know, even if it doesn't do anything, it's just a nice little thing. Oh yeah, fucking hell. Lovely.
Dice wielder.
If your children weren't so keen on...
Do you blame the no? Most dice wielders have been...
Yes. Loads of money.
Blessings.
But yeah, I what more praise can I lavish? Like, seriously. What more praise can I lavish? Because, honestly, it's something you can go and play now, and I hack on so much. I fucking keep going on about the idea that demos are such a great thing for the industry. And this game just proves it, I think, even more, because, you know, it's a game that I would have looked at and said, oh yeah, I think I might give that a go at some stage and do it on the channel, and I probably would have at some stage, because it is genuinely something that caught my eye. But because I had a demo, I immediately said, oh, let's give this game a go. Immediately. It was an immediate thing, because it's a free demo. And I can just pick it up and play and have a great time, you know. So go and support these smaller indie games. They so deserve it. Stop getting hit like me. Dodge the fucking attacks better. It is telegraphed rather easily. I'm just fucking stupid. I like the Hammer of Storms, by the way. I'm just clearly fucking stupid. Some of these abilities are very broken, by the way. Also, I've seen so many of these. This is in the demo. There's more in the main game. And I've seen so many of these things here. Interesting. Increases that by 50%. That's actually so strong, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. But anyway, if you enjoyed what you've seen today, please do like and or subscribe. Let me know in the comment section down below. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Are you going to give this game a go, do you think? Do you like the look of it? Did you play the original game? That's another question. And if you did, do you think this game goes against all of that? That's what I'd like to know as well. But yeah, no, let me know all these things. Let me know all these things. And yeah, I've been Kavalech. You've been absolutely amazing. What in the world is Lost in Random? The Eternal Die? It's a fucking good game. I'll see y'all next time. with some more fun and frolics. Bye.